Tony, Eden, Beverly. The three of us, the two of us. Although he was born Anthony, Tony Remzik, I know him as Tony and Eden, and so please forgive me if I oscillate between different names and different genders. I knew Tony for 50 years, 5 decades of shared breath and interwoven fates. We met when I was just 11 years old, on the first day of middle school in 1975, outside on the playground of junior high school, Fritchie, in Milwaukee. There he was, beautiful, with blonde hair, blue eyes, and a deep but sweet voice, infectious laugh, and boundless energy. Somehow we were pulled together like magnets from the universe, and immediately and irreversibly became friends. It was a destiny unfolding. Our friendship grew deep very quickly. We were transformed into cuddle bugs, dedicated dance partners, and sisters, and best friends. In every way that mattered, we were inseparable. A unit, fiercely taking care of one another and spending as many waking hours together as possible. Tony was brilliant, intelligent, magnetic, and popular in school, testing into accelerated classes, yet always drawn to the authenticity of the real world outside of the classroom walls. His personality was a firework, larger than life, drawing everyone to his flame, especially the girls, who try to reach him through me, his gatekeeper. But Tony wasn't interested in games or girls. And I knew it long before he even came out.
Oh.
He had the biggest, most vulnerable heart, falling in love with life and people effortlessly. He was adored and revered by most everyone he met. Through his very existence, he taught me how to love without condition or limits. I felt honored and lucky to be Tony's best friend, dance partner, and honorary family member. As teen dance partners, we practically lived on the dance floor, spending countless Sunday afternoons at Antiques, spinning. We were a sensation, winning teen dance competitions, including the one that swept us away to Disney World. Those dancing memories aren't just moments for me, they're the soundtrack of my youth. During my tumultuous middle school years, Tony and the Remzik home became a safe space for me, my refuge, my shield against a very dysfunctional, ugly home life. I ate their food, watched their television, so many hours cuddling with Tony in his bed. I visited him every day during lunch, and he would try to persuade me to skip school and stay for the whole afternoon. I always said, no, I don't think you realize I will get a belt from my father if I did that. But being in that house saved me from a lifetime of deeper damage and more abuse, so I am forever grateful. At the end of 8th grade, Tony and I were asked to perform a dance routine at the Bayview High School of Performing Arts. We were there to entertain the junior class while the seniors were graduating in the next room. We danced a hustle routine to the song Superman. In Calvin Klein jeans, a white t-shirt with a big blue glittery Superman logo on the front. We were a hit. And a few weeks after the performance, Tony and I received letters in the mail congratulating us on our acceptance into the Bayview High School of Performing Arts. I was ecstatic. Apparently our performance was an audition and we were accepted immediately.
Wow.
Our years at Bayview were a whirlwind of musical theater and intense, close relationships forged with a more mature theater group that brought us productions and even better after parties. Then after high school, we simply danced our way through Milwaukee, spinning through the queer clubs and creating memories that are truly some of the most vibrant chapters of my life. As we got older, life pulled us into different coasts. Eden went to New York and Texas, and I went to Chicago, but we kept in touch. Life moved fast as I raised 2 daughters and finished college, but Eden and I made time for phone calls to discuss life, love, friendship, and work. Our conversations always warmed my heart. She always had a way of making me feel very, very, very loved. Though I regret not writing her as often as I should have when she went to prison, Eden never failed me. She wrote me often with immense love wrapped into words and onto a page that, when I read them, penetrated my soul. She was patient with me when my husband was sick for over a year and I didn't write her. She forgave me immediately. She always sent the most beautiful, intricate homemade holiday cards, some of which are at the table today. And my most cherished possession, the keychain that she made for me, with my name, Bev, on one side, and the words "You'll never know" on the back. Last year, Alan and I visited Eden in Dallas for a few days. Thank you to Alan for making that happen.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed at Michael's house when Eden finally was released from what I can only describe as a lifetime of pure hell, torture, and multiple brushes with death. We shared a weekend of adventure, dancing, and overflowing love. We hit the queer country bars, we talked into the night. It was a glorious visit. I don't know how Eden endured those 25 years. I truly believe she only survived because of her infinite, limitless capacity to love and forgive. I have never, ever met a human being so completely brimming with pure, unadulterated love. That weekend I spent with Eden and Alan was a gift from the universe. I realize that now. A final, perfect memory seared into my heart. And that was the last time I physically saw Eden. After my visit with Eden, Eden and I continued to text frequently. Her long texts of her belief in Papa and how he sustained her in prison, as well as explanations of acclimating to and navigating in the outside world, were very profound and brilliantly written. I told her that she should write a book. She responded with paragraphs upon paragraphs about an idea she had for a novel. I was like, that's so Eden. Now that she's gone, I do feel adrift. I don't know who I am without her sometimes anchoring me to this earth. I feel lost. She was the most loving human soul that ever walked into my life. And I'll miss her love more than I can ever imagine and express in words. The world is a little colder, a little dimmer, because of that bright, beautiful, generous light, which is no longer here. Yet I feel her presence here today, and I know she would want us to celebrate her in the brightest, pink, glittery fashion possible. Please know that she even chose this dress for me today. So actually, I want to raise a glass.
Yes.
Because Eden would want us to toast her zest for life,
Yes.
her unyielding love,
Yes.
and her beautiful energy and soul.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Chaim, we love you, Eden.
To Eden.
I love you, Eden.